Soul Garden.
Hello my friends, the Act 3 Video Orbit Report and now Audio Report on MP3 are both available at soulmart.me. You can dive deep into restoring justice in Libra and those deep boundaries we're cutting in Scorpio, plus information on the solar eclipse, all available at soulmart.me. Namaste, and welcome to Soul Horoscopes Orbits Edition. From my webcam to yours, I'm Christopher Rayman Witecki, your astrologer and soul biographer, here to help you put the pieces of your soul story together. Well, the sun now is in Libra. That is the sign of giving and receiving, ruled by Venus. That means we're all upgrading our justice and sense of fairness. We'll move from step 6 to step 12 this week. And this is basically at the high end potential for justice, which is why the world may be in a lot of negotiations right now. Now the moon will zip through Leo and Virgo, and then we have a new moon in Libra right away on Friday. Pretty powerful. And Saturday we're kind of having fun with that. The moon signs that are most affected by this in the light are Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. But the moon signs on the dark side of the moon are Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, and Taurus, moon signs that might be affected that way. Now, looking at the planets and how they affect our orbits, the chakras most affected, I think, of course, are the heart chakra. We got lots going on there. And with the moon in light cast day in Libra, that is a throat chakra light cast. So people might have issues with their voice, issues with their throat, that sort of thing. Of course, Black Lilith and Jupiter are kind of wreaking havoc in the solar plexus, and that will be the case for a full year. And the sun is basically throat chakra and third eye and above, due to the fact that we're moving the sun in Libra and Scorpio now. So, people have congestion issues or migraine issues. This is where it kind of manifests right now. Now, looking at the planets themselves, we've got this trine going on from Black Lilith in Cancer up to Saturn, which means as you grow up and draw lines with yourself, you're doing instant karma upgrade, which is really nice, and getting past the past, I think, forever. Also, this may hold up business on Earth. This is a grand square or grand cross, however you look at it. But what it is forcing justice on Earth. The sun is opposing Uranus and Aries, and that is a battle between ego, fairness, and justice. But also tied up are our emotions, with Black Lilith trying to end the past and Pluto trying to change the rules. So things are moving forward in a big way on Earth, but on the inside of our lives, we are changing, and I have those details, of course, in each of your scopes. And then lastly, we've got this Black Lilith Grand Trine. So underneath all this non-movement on Earth, officially with business or legal or whatever, is unofficial, pure movement on the inside. This is the emotional currents going on. So as you draw boundaries with yourself with Saturn and Scorpio, you are instantly kind of ascending up with Neptune retrograde, so you're learning and spiritually able to find higher peace with yourself or greater sense of self-compassion, and that allows you to cut away Black Lilith at the bottom, cut away the emotional past, cut away basically your emotional karma, all right? So for the details of you and the specifics of you, we've got to take the ascension elevator up, so I'll see you upstairs at 33,000 feet.
Folks, this is your captain speaking. We realize you have a choice in the astrologers you choose to fly with, and we'd just like to thank you for flying with Christopher Witecki.
Namaste, Ambassador and Gemini Rising, and welcome to 33,000 feet. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for your patience in my hiatus. I am back and on the air and very happy and shooting ahead of time. So we're now moving to the sun in Libra, and for Gemini and Gemini risings, that means a return to the heart. This is going to be a really fun transit if you do it right, but it might be frustrating for the first 18 days or so because we have an opposition. We've got to work out the kinks. In many cases, Geminis and Gemini risings, one twin is one direction and one twin is another direction. And I think the secret to Gemini's sanity is synchronizing those twins inside of you, those two sides of those two hemispheres. And the way they get synchronized is by an outside party, the heart. And that's where we're returning now. Now, Geminis pay attention to the heart, I think, when their heart's not hurting. But I don't know if Geminis use their heart as their compass to happiness, because that's what it is. It knows more than anything. In fact, it knows much more than the mind ever where joy is and where the fun will be. And the mind is always learning and catching up. So this month there's going to be a tug of war. One twin will be focused on what the world thinks. One twin will be focused on what your inner child is saying. And the job is, should you choose to accept it, to innovate two places at once. On the one hand, to innovate your relationship to your inner child, to be something new to yourself you've never been before. And then secondly, to turn around and be something new to the world based on this new someone to you, this new inner child, this new relationship to your inner child. And you actually worked through this already when Saturn was in Libra. So the universe already tried to get Geminis onto their inner child path. But then, of course, with Saturn in Scorpio, what's in the way? Well, the details of life, the details of the moment, the details of our health. These are in the way of our inner child getting what it wants. But we'll get to that when the sun goes to Scorpio. Before that, we've got to focus on, are we on the path of what our heart really wants? And to return to that peace. And when it comes to the inner child, Geminis are very delicate, and Gemini risings, they're like little Libras inside there, very, very delicate, kind of like fairy energy. My son's a Gemini, so I can really feel his, like, I don't know what it is, a little fairy, little man, very little sparkly. So as we start off the week, we are actually wrapping up chapter 1 and moving into chapter 2. So this is about clearing out what's in the way of your inner child, clearing out what's in the way of your heart chakra. That's the first part of this. So this is hard. This means letting go of things you are attached to. If you're not getting it now, if you can't eat the candy now, it's not worth holding on to now. All right? There's candy right now you can have. So we're going to move into art and expression and light casting and putting your heart on the path of what you really want by the end of this week. The sun is moving from step 7, which is, dear Lord, what do I really want? Asking the universe, step 7, to by the end of the week, you'll be on that path, hopefully. In the middle, light cast day, where you're going to find on Friday, hopefully heal the relationship to your heart and your inner child, and then therefore approach the world with a healed heart, which means you're in a place to have healed creative projects, healed dreams come true, and healed love stories. Now, one of the really big stories is, of course, Saturn in Scorpio, and now we have Venus, Saturn, the North Node, and Mercury, your home planet, in Scorpio. So much of that potential joy comes down to the boundaries you draw with yourself in the moment. And so the North Node says it's time to be very focused and strict with yourself about what you don't do, where you don't wander off, where you don't let your health go wrong. And we're talking health and basic stuff. So you're going to think through the health issues and then think through them again because Mercury retrogrades. At the same time, Venus is helping you create like the new idea or open up to really whole new grand ideas in the moment, in life. Maybe like a grand idea would be like carpooling with another person. That's a grand idea. But opening up to things that you were never open to so that you can accommodate what your heart wants. So stay aware of that, all right? So looking at the week, we've got my old graphic spec. This week, putting it here simply. First of all, Jupiter is at 18 degrees all week long. So you want to act on what you're worth. So you feel what you're worth? Good, act on it. Put your money where your mouth is. Gamble where you are worth all week long. Saturn at 10 degrees says, do not go back into the old lifestyle. Do not slip into the old. Moving forward. Uranus in Aries retrograde says, love and trust who you are in the world right now. Don't play with it, okay? Don't move who you are in the world. Just love and trust where it is. That's an important one. And then Neptune is saying, listen to God, universe, as far as where career is, all right? So those are the big voices of the outer planets. On Sunday, you're restoring peace and harmony pretty much with your inner child. So if you've been hurting or letting go of inner child issues or facing early childhood drama or early childhood damage, by Sunday, you're starting to feel that. The moon is in Leo, so you're coming to a peace of mind, and your mind is feeling strong. On Monday, listening to God, universe, also for Geminis and Gemini risings. Again, what are you listening for? What does my heart really want? Or how do I get past this broken heart? Or how do I get past something? So you still might be trying to heal something. The moon in Leo is indicating that a lot of this has to do with your mind and your attitude about it. On Tuesday, it's time to decide what's going to go. What are you going to step away from that keeps you from being in your heart? And these are commitments you've made. These are, things you've enslaved yourself to. These are things that keep you from your heart. You know what will keep you from your heart. It's on Tuesday time to decide what you're going to let go of. The moon moves into Virgo, and so you're needing extra tender self-nurturing on Tuesday and extra TLC at home. On Wednesday, time to act on whatever it is you need to change for your heart to let go of the past and to be open to the future. So you're taking action. You are acting on behalf of the inner child. You're acting on behalf of creativity. You're acting on behalf of light casting, what your heart wants. The moon is in Virgo, so you need to nest and rest. Don't act too much. All right? On Thursday, you are loving and trusting that you've made the right choices. You are loving and trusting that the future is yours, that it's unlimited possibilities as far as creativity, love, joy. It's unlimited possibilities. There's a billion ways to fall in love with yourself and the world. So loving and trusting that. Now, at this point, you are turning around. This is the turning point on Thursday where the sun is directly opposing Uranus. And this is the turning point where your heart becomes more important than the world's opinion. Up until then, your heart might not have been as more important than the world's opinion, but on Thursday it should be. Then Friday is light cast day. We're stepping into our love and joy. The sun and moon come together. This is setting intentions. On light cast day, you want to dream from the perspective of having no problem whatsoever, nothing in the way. And I've got a present for you at the end of this called a Serious Joy Toy. So be sure to watch the end of this horoscope. So on light cast day, you want to dream and you want to set your heart intention, get excited. It's 11 degrees, so you will heal regardless, I think, somewhere in your inner child on Friday. On Saturday, we're running with that potential. The moon is in Libra, so emotions are inner child based too. Let's not forget. So Friday and Saturday is a really sparkly rainbow, lots of joy. I would just keep pouring, sugar cereal into the situation and let your inner child really dream like it's at Disneyland. Friday and Saturday. I mean, that is your spiritual recipe for manifesting true joy. All right. Remember, I used to do sneak peek in next week. I've got that feature back. Looking at the following week after that, if you hold that joy, that serious joy, all the way through Sunday, you're going to see breakthrough on Sunday. Then it looks like we got Love Fest Day on Tuesday. And then on Thursday, the following week, like I said, you'll be committing to something your heart wants. So for those of you who are manifesting joy or a love story, committing already to what you want by Thursday. Okay, so we're going to ground real quick on Earth and show you a couple of things. And then I've got a present for you called the Serious Joy Toy at the end of this horoscope. Hello, my friends. Welcome to Witecki Theater, the serene environment I've created for meditations and products, including the Act 3 Orbit Reports. And that's what I'm talking about today. For just $11.11, I will guide you for over 30 minutes on Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio, giving you a nice forecast of what's to come. And believe it or not, on 11/11/2013, there'll be a lot of change. You have to watch or listen to find out. So please help us by downloading your copy at soulmart.me. And now to your Serious Joy Toy. All right, ambassadors and ambassador risings, Gemini risings. This is called the Serious Joy Toy. This is a toy, an idea for you to play with all week long. And this whole idea of to play with, I believe, will help you pop out of the thinking that keeps you from playing. So this is something I've invented called a Serious Joy Toy. There's nothing like it. It's not an affirmation. It's a toy. It's a spiritual toy to play with. So here we go. Your spiritual joy toy of the week, if I can get it out of my mouth, is this. What if money was absolutely never an object for you? So you're trying to get to the root of your inner child this week, right? Well, not winning the lottery, and you cannot play games about buying people things. So you can't pay people off, you can't buy people's debt. It's not that joy toy. The joy toy, the serious joy toy here is, what if money was just never, ever, absolutely ever an option? You'll always have the money to do it. If that's the case, what would you do for your heart? Because that, I believe, will bring out the truth. So your serious joy toy is, toy around, play with this. With every decision this week, what if money was no object? At least have that as also something you're aware of with everything. That's your serious joy toy. All right, Geminis, Gemini risings, I love you. Namaste. Live, love, be. I'm convinced at this ripe age of 22 that so funny. Actually,